Welcome to the Padma Show. This is your host Padma with you. इतने सारे episodes हो गए. I'm enjoying the entire show because I'm learning a lot. घरेलू नुस्खे, doctors interviews, and of course the most favorite segment, quick cooking with Chef David from Radisson Blue Dera. So let's quickly get into the segment because I'm excited to know what he's going to teach us today. Chef David, welcome to the show.
Hi Padma ma'am, how are you?
I'm good. And as I was telling the audience, I'm practicing whatever you're teaching here and it's so easy to cook and the children and family are enjoying it a lot.
Wow,
so I'm excited, Chef David. What are we learning today?
Today we are going to make a simple recipe which you can give a takeaway to the schools or even for the office. So it's going to be a quick recipe and tasty one.
Okay.
The name of the recipe is chicken tikka wrap.
Oh, great. I'm sure most of the mothers would want to learn this. Yeah. So let's quickly go.
So first of all, we are going to do the marination for the chicken.
Okay.
Let's go on it.
Yep.
So I add 2 spoons of good 2 spoons of yogurt inside.
Okay.
Ginger garlic paste, 1 teaspoon.
Okay.
Kashmiri chili, I'm going to add 1 good spoon.
Okay.
Coriander powder, just only 1.
Okay.
And garam masala powder, just only 1.
Okay.
And the seasonings, crushed pepper, salt, little amount of corn oil, and lemon. So the marination is ready here. We are gonna add the chicken. So let it be there. So you can see a good, nice marinations.
Yes.
And straight away clean flame inside the chiller to get good marination.
So we'll keep it for how many minutes?
Just half an hour is
okay.
You can get the good marination inside.
Or we can do it the previous night and also
that also
it, right?
good. Let's start our chutneys now.
So curd again in this?
Again inside.
Okay.
So we are going to make it thick. So I'm using...
So that the spread is going to be easier.
So 3 spoons of yogurt. Again, half a teaspoon of chaat masala. And good 50 gram of mint leaves and half green apple.
Half of it?
Yes.
Okay.
And ginger.
So we can't use the paste that we already have?
We can use it. I want to keep us fresh, so I want to make the chutney.
Okay.
To get a good flavor, so I'm using the fresh parts here for the chutney. I will have only half a piece of green chili, then small piece of garlic inside. And the best part I have is 10 minutes soaked tamarind. So which will give a real punch and a nice citric to the chutneys. Seasoning, bit of crushed pepper and salt to the taste and corn oil. Let's try. Okay, let's start cook our chicken.
Okay.
So let the pan get good hot. Then we are going to seal it only.
Okay. Corn oil again.
Corn oil again. The pans are hot.
Yeah.
Let's go for pan fry it. Meanwhile, we will start cutting the vegetables for the wrap.
Okay.
So I will cut the onions. You can go fine julienne of onions. This hardly it will take 6 to 7 minutes to cook. As the layer is very thin, it will cook very easily. So meanwhile, we can keep our wrap ready. So now our chicken is almost done. So now the next process is just to keep
Rest it for some time?
Yeah, rest it for 2 minutes.
Okay.
Now we will start spreading our tortilla bread. So we can put the chicken now inside. Again,
Corn oil.
on oil. So our tortilla is almost ready. Let's do the final part. Can you please give the plates?
Sure,
Let's start
definitely.
arranging. Thank you. So our plates are ready here.
Oh my God, this looks so interesting. More interesting is the color that I can see inside. Makes the food look very, very, very appetizing. I'm sure आप लोगों ने भी सीखा होगा chicken tikka wrap.
Yes.
Right, chef? You try it out at home, and I'm sure you're going to like it. Do give us your feedback on the recipes, because we have Chef David here who's doing a wonderful job, and he's going to come back to us in the next episode with another interesting, quick recipe for quick cooking. Thank you so much, Chef David, for being on our show, and I'm excited. I'm going to wait for the next episode to see what you're going to teach us.
Sure.
और आप लोग कहीं मत जाइए, because you're going to come back with the next segment, which is going to be an interview with a doctor, and this time we're addressing an issue which is very, very imminent here. So stay tuned, and we're going to be back quickly.
Khoobsurat Boutique presents the Dream Collection, a dancer's comfort.
Khoobsurat Boutique, your style statement.
Welcome back to the Padma Show. We are here at the most interesting segment, the doctor segment. आज हम जिससे मिलने वाले हैं उनका नाम है डॉक्टर राजाराम जगदाले. 10 years of experience as a nephrologist, adult nephrologist and specialized in kidney transplantation. So let us go right away to the doctor and ask him because मेरे मन में एक सवाल है. First thing that I'm going to ask him. Welcome doctor to the show. Nephrologist. This is a new word in our dictionary. Can you explain to the audience what that means?
First of all, thank you, Ms. Padma, for giving me this opportunity. Okay. So, actually, nephrology is a word which is anything related to the kidney. In kidney, there are two specialty, which is one is a physician specialty, another is a surgery specialty. Physician is which is everything related, not except the surgery. Any operations अगर कुछ करना है, that is urology. ऑपरेशन छोड़ के बाकी सब है वो नेफ्रोलॉजी. सो बेसिकली किडनी और यूरिनरी सिस्टम, एक्सक्रीटरी सिस्टम, एनीथिंग रिलेटेड टू द किडनी इज nephrology.
And when we say kidney related problems, first thing we need to understand like what kind of problems that could arise when we say kidney, because the general thing that we hear is kidney failure ho gaya. This is the first thing that we hear. Exactly. I mean, probably that's the only thing that I've heard.
Right. See, kidney failure is a very common word, very common condition, but besides kidney failure और भी कुछ problems kidney के बारे में होते हैं, जैसे कि especially in this area where we are, वहाँ पे kidney stones is another common problem what we know. Okay, that happens to the many population because we are staying in a very hot and humid condition. उसमें kidney stones का भी incidence काफ़ी ज़्यादा है. Third common problem is a urinary infection. Again, it is quite common, especially अगर कोई diabetic है तो यूरिन इन्फेक्शन कॉमन है. ये तो कॉमन प्रॉब्लम्स है. अभी किडनी फेलियर में वी विल कम बैक टू द किडनी फेलियर. किडनी फेलियर भी अगेन इट कैन बी टेम्पररी और परमानेंट किडनी फेलियर.
ओके.
सो अगेन it has its own reasons. Temporary means, as word says, it is temporary. Generally it reversible. Permanent means generally it is a permanent and it has its own options for the treatment.
Temporary मतलब क्या, like what was the duration that we are looking at?
So temporary means we'll come back to the reasons why it happens. Okay. So most common reason for the temporary or acute kidney failure is a dehydration or any volume loss or fluid loss. अगर बॉडी में से अगर पानी कम हो जाए, either because of the common problems like continuous vomiting हो जाए, किसी को लूज मोशंस हो जाए, या sometimes even the accidents, blood loss, ये सब चीज़ें की वजह से अगर कोई अपने बॉडी के अंदर पानी या ब्लड कम हो जाए, so definitely kidney is the first thing which get affected and that will cause temporary kidney failure.
And because we are living in a hot place, I think intake of
Especially
water is
intake
more.
of water अगर इसके साथ अगर कोई omit कर रहा है और उस साइड पे अगर पानी ज़्यादा पिया नहीं है, तो ये किडनी फेलियर होने का चांस ज़्यादा बढ़ जाता है.
People say that the food that you take, right, forms an important factor. अगर even for kidney stones, they say like अरे खाना साफ नहीं किया, they didn't prepare it properly, it leads to kidney stone. Diabetes का भी वही है. People say that eat the food that you've been eating from childhood. There are two myths about it. Eat a food that you're eating from childhood or eat the food that is in the region, that is grown in the region. This will help you.
Right.
Yeah, it's not going to lead you to a unhealthy situation. How far is this true?
Right. So first thing what you said is partially correct regarding, for example, if we are talking about the diet in related to the kidney, we are going to discuss that about.
Yeah, exactly.
Which can be diabetes, which can be kidney stone, about that. So what you said is that cleaning.
Yeah.
Cleaning is not directly related, cleaning or non-cleaning is not directly related to the kidney problem. But particular food, for example, kidney stones, for example, we are talking about, yes, certain foods increases the chances of kidney stones.
Like?
Okay. So in that, predominantly it is the meat products. Okay. So in the like beef, meat, all those things increases the chances. In the context, if somebody is urine, again volume is less, people are not drinking water more. So when these things comes together with, again, in a person who has a previous history of kidney stone हो गया, तो उसमें chances बढ़ जाता है. Okay. अगर kidney stone होने के बाद, before somebody has a kidney stone, there is no need to restrict any kind of food except these meat products which we have to restrict. In general, not only for the kidney stone, but as a overall as a health, the meat products should be restricted to the minimum. I cannot say stop to someone, but it has to be restricted. Predominantly, the vegetarian diet is always better.
Coming back to kidney failures and all that, like suppose let's say there's a patient, आपके पास जब आता है, you told me it's recognized at a later stage. So you will, what is the kind of symptoms he should be looking at apart from the urine color and the quantity? Is there any other symptom that the patient has to look out for before he comes to you?
अगर किसी को kidney failure हो गया, again it depends, symptoms depends कि कौन से stage में patient comes to the doctor.
Exactly.
Okay, और कौन से stage में patient को पता चलता है. Many times patient neglect themselves. Okay. Unfortunately, in the kidney itself, many times there are not many symptoms. Okay, that's where we will talk about later part. Why it is important for the regular health checkup or prevention. Now symptoms. I said about one thing is the urine quantity. Even in chronic kidney failure, later part the urine quantity कम हो जाता है. दूसरा है कि क्या होता है kidney failure में, in addition to the waste products kidney निकाल ही लेता है, but पानी भी निकालता है जो भी extra body में, that is urine. Okay. अगर किडनी बराबर काम नहीं करा तो बॉडी में पानी ज़्यादा जमा हो जाता है. And then where that water goes, water will come into the legs, there will be swelling in the legs, there will be swelling over the face, there will be swelling near the lungs. That will give rise to the breathing
You mean
difficulty.
to say it forms as lumps all over?
Not lumps, it is a continuous swelling all over. If you put your finger many times, the finger will go inside. That is the indication that there is excess water there. Normally, in normal person, if you put even for 5 minutes, it will not go inside. But there, even if you put for 15 seconds, it will dip. That is we call pitting type. So that is another symptom. Swelling आ रहा है, चेहरे पे, पैर पे सूजन आ रहा है. Then third thing is the breathing difficulty. Why breathing difficulty? बदन में या lungs में पानी जमा हो रहा है. So that is the third thing. इसके अलावा अगर एडवांस और भी किडनी फेलियर हो जाए तो कभी कभी नॉजिया होता है, उल्टी जैसा लगता है, भूख कम लग जाता है. ये these are the different symptoms. These are the common symptoms.
Okay. And let's say a diabetic patient is there. What is the duration? Like, you know, like every 3 months or every 6 months, he has to do these tests, the kidney test especially.
Right.
Like,
so as I said that again, for example, किसी को बचपन में डायबिटीज हो जाए तो after the diabetes 5 साल होने के बाद हर साल, and same thing for the diabetes which happens later on, if he doesn't have any kidney problem, every year you should get the test done. Like in that, when most important is sugar, तो आप regularly 3 months में कर ही ले. Sugar checking is a different, sugar control is different.
Yeah, exactly.
We are talking about the kidney related checkup. Kidney checkup, उसमें कुछ blood test आते हैं, उसके हम
but I think they do it as a package, right? I mean, at least at this part of the world, अगर आप sugar के लिए they check the kidney function also.
Then there are so many different kinds of comes when it, you know, sometimes the heart pack checkup भी होता है, ECG साथ में हो जाता है, blood pressure checkup हो जाए. So बाकी then comes to the urine, comes to the lipid or cholesterol, then creatinine. So these are the common tests to be done every yearly. That is how you will detect it at an early stage, and then you can start treatment so that जो serious kidney failure है वो ना हो जाए.
So that means if a patient is going for a diabetic test, उसका kidney check करते हैं, and if they find a little bit of change, then they immediately refer the patient to you.
Exactly.
Right, and then you take it forward. उसके बाद आपका कुछ टेस्ट भी होता है to check the condition, कौन से स्टेज पे है and all that.
Scans of the kidneys भी हो, कभी-कभी अल्ट्रासाउंड जो सोनोग्राफी बोलते हैं वो भी करना पड़ सकता है कि किडनीज कैसे हैं.
That was the most interesting segment we had with Dr. Rajaram Jagdali from Tumbe Hospital, Dubai, a nephrologist, a new word that we learned today, and he told us all the important things about kidney, its functions, its failure. When should we be really alert and when should we rush to the hospital? Thank you so much, doctor, for being on our show. It was wonderful having you here. Lot of information shared, and I'm sure this will be very useful to all of you there sitting at your homes. आप उधर ही बैठे रहिए, कहीं मत जाइए, because हम लोग वापस आ रहे हैं अपने घरेलू नुस्खे के साथ.
Khoobsurat Boutique, your style statement.
Khoobsurat Boutique presents the Dream Collection, a dancer's comfort.
Khoobsurat Boutique, your style statement.
वेलकम बैक टू द पद्मा शो। हम लोग अब पहुंच गए अपने सबसे फेवरेट सेगमेंट में, घरेलू नुस्खे। हर हफ्ता हम लोग एक ना एक इशू उठाते हैं कि जहाँ पे हम लोग घर में उठे चीज़ों के साथ अपने आप को और खूबसूरत कैसे बनाएंगे। और आज जो हम वो बात करने वाले हैं वो है सैगिंग स्किन। आई थिंक बहुत सारे लोगों का ये इशू होता है और उनको पता नहीं चलता कि क्या करना, कैसे करना, क्योंकि दैट इज़ अ वेरी एक्सपेंसिव ट्रीटमेंट। एंड ये सवाल पूछने के लिए विद अ लॉट ऑफ अदर थिंग्स इन हर माइंड मेरे साथ बैठी हैं भाग्या।
हेलो पद्मा जी।
हेलो भाग्या।
Thank you very much for inviting me at your show and it's a pleasure being here.
It's a pleasure भाग्या, क्योंकि हर बार तुम आती है इतने सवालों के साथ। I'm sure the audience are actually relating to your questions and they are waiting for your questions to throw at me, and ताकि उनको भी मिले कि घर में बैठे बैठे how can they take care of all these issues.
Absolutely. पद्मा जी, आप दुबई की फेवरेट फैशनिस्टा है एंड आई ऑलवेज वंडर, मेरे साथ मेरी सारी सहेलियाँ, द ऑडियंस, दे मस्ट बी वंडरिंग कि आप आपकी स्किन कैसे मेंटेन करते हैं। यू नो, क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशन, एजिंग, पोल्यूशन, ये सारी चीज़ों की वजह से हमारे स्किन पे बहुत अफेक्ट पड़ता है। इन्हीं सवालों को लेके मैं आज आपके पास आई हूँ क्योंकि मेरी एक दोस्त है जो जिनकी स्किन बहुत सैग करती है। तो मैं उनको लेके आई हूँ हमारे साथ।
या बिफोर वी इनवाइट द गेस्ट भाग्या, आई वुड लाइक टू लेट यू नो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स दैट अफेक्ट द स्किन, especially the facial skin. Okay, one of the most important reason is an unhealthy living. हम लोग अभी ऐसे ज़माने में हैं जो fast forward है, right? तो all of us try to grab in food from the hotels. जल्दी जल्दी खाओ, निकलो, and that way we don't take healthy food. You know, healthy food definitely involves a lot of fruits. Fruit intake is very important for a person. एक दिन में at least once a big bowl of fruit has to go in. Raw fruit, लोग सोचते हैं ना फ्रूट खाएंगे हम लोग जूस बना के पी लेंगे, बट जूस एक्चुअली disintegrates the components of a proper fruit. You should never go in for a fruit juice. ऐसे रॉ खाना है हमको फ्रूट को. That is very very important. That's why ऐसे जब आप लोग घर जाते हो, just go and invade your kitchen, because the biggest beauty parlor in anybody's house is the kitchen. Kitchen. Definitely.
That's actually interesting.
Exactly.
अभी मुझे देखना है कि हमारे किचन के पार्लर में क्या क्या मिलेगा।
Yeah, sure. I'll tell you. पहला मैं I'll show you something. आपको identify करना है कि ये क्या है. Okay. I want to know whether you've gone into the kitchen or not. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This that you see here. Do you recognize this component?
उड़द दाल.
उड़द दाल. For what do you use उड़द दाल?
वड़े बनाओ।
वड़ा बनाओ। देखो खाने पे आ गई तू, फ्राइड वाला सामान पे आ गई। Again, which is not good for your skin, right? Okay. तो ये उड़द दाल है, which is the most best ingredient for tightening a skin.
Is it? Okay.
Yes. तो ये उड़द दाल को the basic thing that you need to do is भिगो के रखो पूरी रात, and next day make it into a paste. Some people don't like the smell of उड़द दाल, so to make it more interesting for them, फेस पे लगाने के लिए, okay, you will add rose water.
Okay.
Rose water gives you a nice smell, a nice odor, right? उसके साथ थोड़ा सा हम लोग इसको बोलते हैं कस्तूरी टर्मरिक पाउडर. This is a specialized turmeric powder.
Kasturi.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Right?
Yeah.
This gives you a glow onto your skin.
Okay.
Yeah. And then chandan. Chandan is again a cleansing agent.
Okay.
Okay, and it cools your body. So these are the components that you will mix together and apply it as a mask. And guess what, Bhagya? You don't have to spend a long time doing this. 10 minutes is the time that you have to spend on yourself.
Great.
Do you want to see a demo of this? How this is going to be happening?
I would love to.
Please invite the person who's having an issue. We will definitely give her the ruske, so that, you know, I'm sure she's going to be more confident when she's going to be going out.
She's going to love this, I'm sure.
Definitely, definitely. Oh my God, you're talking about Veena auntie. I know her, Dubai's biggest socialite.
Oh, is it? You know her?
Of course. इनको कौन नहीं जानता वीना आंटी को? Everybody knows her.
Okay. अच्छा वीना जी, मैं पद्मा को वही पूछ रही थी कि स्किन इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ आवर बॉडी और सैगिंग स्किन के लिए हम क्या कर सकते हैं. मैंने सोचा आपको बुला लूं मेरे साथ एंड देयर शी इज.
आई एम श्योर वीना आंटी यू गोना लव दिस बिकॉज आई नो यूर अ पर्सन, यूर अ पार्टिंग पर्सन और आपको हर दिन कुछ ना कुछ पार्टी पे जाना है. तो मैं आपको जल्दी से बता देती हूँ कि क्या करना है टू टाइटन अप योर स्किन. आप घर में जाके आराम से कर लो. चलो भाग्या, लेट्स स्टार्ट विदाउट मच वेट. राइट. सो नाउ यू विल हैव टू हेल्प मी टू मिक्स द इंग्रेडिएंट्स.
Oh.
राइट. सो नाउ यू कैन गिव मी द या थोड़ा इसमें डालो. Little more. Okay, this is done. Then we'll take the chandan.
How much?
Half. Very little. Yeah,
Okay.
just half of that. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Then we'll take the turmeric. जितना चंदन डाला उतना turmeric and थोड़ा सा rose water.
Okay.
ठीक है. Now see, this is a perfect consistency.
All right.
आराम से फेस पे बैठेगा ये. तो now we will first have to cleanse the face.
I am ready.
उसके बाद हम लोग ये अप्लाई करेंगे. ओके.
The consistency is so right कि बराबर
फेस पे स्प्रेड हो रहा है. राइट.
मैं ट्राई करूं?
यस श्योर.
Thank you.
I think that should be enough, Bhagya. Just cover this portion up.
Okay.
Right? That's perfect.
जी.
Right? Wow. So now just relax, auntie. 5 minutes के बाद we will wash your face and then we can see what's happening.
Beautiful. Let me touch. Oh, the skin already looks supple and बहुत smooth लग रही है.
Exactly. You can see this portion, Bhagya. See? Touch and see this.
Nice. ये मतलब ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे ब्लश कर रही है आंटी.
Exactly.
पता है आपको आप कितनी ग्लो कर रही हो, आप बहुत प्यारे लग रहे हो आंटी.
With आंटी आज शाम को बिंदास पार्टी में निकलेंगे.
Lovely, lovely. I can visibly see the effects.
Exactly. That's what I keep saying, Bhagya. कि घर में है चीजें. All your cosmetics are available inside your kitchen. हमें सिर्फ जाके ढूंढना है उसको and use करना है. जैसे मैंने आपको beginning of the segment बोला था कि घरेलू चीजें में a lot of things that you can do with a lot of beauty treatments at home. Quick time and small time investment in that. Because going to a parlor, spending hours is not in the hands of everybody because हम लोग एक fast forward जिंदगी जी रहे हैं इधर, right? So अगर जल्दी में कहीं कुछ करना है then just hit your kitchen because there is your beauty parlor. और आप लोग देते रहिए because the next week again we're going to come with 3 important segments: healthy living, healthy cooking, and of course your favorite segment, घरेलू नुस्खा.